Hi guys, what we're going to talk about today is making your own ham. Now whether you want to make a ham and cheese sandwich or anything else, carbonara, making your own ham is absolutely so simple. And I am really not kidding, it is so simple. I didn't realize how easy it was until I made my first ham. From making my first ham, I now make all my own ham. So whether you want to make a nice ham and cheese sandwich, you know, and you can cut the ham as thick or as thin as you like. You're in complete control of your own ham. Like I say, it is so simple. So let's show you how to make your own ham. Right, okay guys, I'm using pork loin, about a kilo each. But it's important at this stage that we actually weigh exactly how much our meat weighs. Now this will be for our brine that we are going to inject internally. We do not want to put too much cure inside this meat, so we need to weigh it, and I'm using a digital scale. Now in a pan then, I'm using 4 litres of water. I'll bring to the boil, and then we're going to add all our spice mixture, our curing salt, and sugar. Bring to the boil so it all dissolves, and when it boils we're going to turn it off and let it cool completely. So once our brine has cooled completely, we need to weigh out 10% of our weight of meat in brine. So if it's 100 grams, 10 grams. But we need to weigh out 10% of the weight of meat. This is the brine that we are going to inject into our meat. Okay, with our brining needles then, we do have a huge problem that we cannot suck the marinade out of our glass with the needle that we want to use to marinate the meat. Now the meat marinade needle we're going to use has a lot of holes in. Now it cannot suck the marinade out of the glass, so we use the needle with the large hole, suck up the marinade, and then change over the needles to inject our meat. So it's fairly straightforward and it's easy. So we need to change over to the needle with all the holes in. So there's 12 holes in the needle, and then we can inject our meat. Now the larger joints of meat, we use the needle with more holes in, so it evenly disperses all the marinade inside the meat. And then we need to inject our marinade in as many places as possible until we use all the marinade up. And when you inject, you will actually see the meat rise as the fluid is pumped into the meat. Now it's a very easy process, and keep swapping your needles to use all your brine up. So we inject 10% of the meat weight in brine inside our meat. So after using all our brine, then we need to put our meat in a bag, and then what we will do, if you've got more than one piece of meat, repeat the procedure and put in a bag, and then we need to submerge our meat with the remaining brine. Now obviously there's going to be about 3 litres of brine, so the meat should be submerged okay. Now I use a Ziploc type bag, it just makes it easier. I put the meat in and then put the remaining brine in over the top and seal it up. Now I do double bag my meat, so I will put it in 2 bags to stop any leakage. I do not want this to leak whilst it's in the fridge. So it's all very straightforward. Inject your meat all over, as many places as possible, with the 10% of the meat weight in brine. Place in a bag, pour over the rest of the brine, because that is actually going to cure the outside of the meat. Now I double bag like I say, and then we need to put in the fridge for 48 hours, and during that time we need to turn it over once. So after it's been in the refrigerator, the fridge, for 48 hours, take it out of the bag, and we need to rinse it. We need to rinse our meat, get all the cure off, all the salt, all the bits of our brine. So give it a good rinsing. Now the meat will be quite firm to feel or to touch, but that's how it should be. So we need to give it a good rinsing, and then we want to submerge our meat in water. This will draw out the salt from the outside. Just submerge it for about an hour, and then we need to dry our meat, pat it dry with some kitchen towel or a towel, pat it dry, put it on a rack, and then we need to put it in the fridge, the refrigerator, overnight, uncovered, so the outside of the meat will firm up a little bit, but it will be completely air dried in the refrigerator. So once we've had our meat in the refrigerator overnight, or for about 12 hours, it's ready for cooking. All we need to do now is decide how we want to cook this. Now you can boil it for boiled ham, or you can roast it, barbecue it, smoke it, entirely up to you. I'm going to roast my ham. I like cooked roast ham. So in the oven, I'm going to roast it at 160 degrees until we get an internal temperature of 72 degrees, and that will keep the meat very, very moist, soft and supple. So it's all very straightforward. You just roast your meat when your meat's cooked to how you like it. Take it out, let it cool, slice or dice. Now you might want diced ham for carbonara or something, or slice your ham for sandwiches or any other way that you want to eat it. But you're in complete control of your ham, so you can slice as thick or as thin as you like. And that is basically handmade, so simple. Now I use pork loin, like I say, because it's perfect for sandwich ham or sliced ham. It's a good shape. Right guys, if you like what we're doing, don't forget like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Just look at that guys, perfect ham, made at home for a fraction of the price you can buy it for. Absolutely fantastic. That is real quality. That is fantastic quality. Now if you like what we're doing, showing you how to make real food, don't forget, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.